Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dude with a Fork. My name is Ken. Hope you're doing all right out there. On today's three-word review, I am looking at Libby's country sausage gravy, which looks like this. It does say artificially lightened. I have my own recipe for making sausage gravy. You've seen it if you've been watching the channel. It's a pretty straightforward process. It's just involved. And sometimes I want sausage biscuits and gravy without all the fuss. And somebody said, "Well, try the canned stuff. Some of it's pretty good." So I decided to get the Libby's. I think this was $2.69, $2.79 for a 15-ounce can. Per quarter cup, it has 70 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 290 milligrams of sodium, 0 sugars. This is the serving suggestion right here. So nutrition facts that didn't get covered. It does have 6 grams of total fat per quarter cup. I guarantee you I'm eating more than a quarter cup. 290 milligrams of sodium we talked about. No fiber, 4 grams of carbs, 2 grams of protein. Nothing in very much in minerals here. Vitamins and minerals. Ingredients are water, cooked sausage, which is pork, salt, caramel color. It has soybean oil, modified cornstarch, which makes it thick, enriched wheat flour, which makes it thick. Contains less than 2% of salt, sodium caseinate, which is milk protein, sugar, potassium phosphate, sodium sterol lactylate, maltodextrin, spices, titanium dioxide for color. Titanium dioxide makes it white. So when it says artificially lightened, that's the titanium dioxide. Cellulose gum, which makes it thick. Natural and artificial flavors, contains milk and wheat. And here it says, Libby's country sausage gravy contains chunks of tasty country sausage. Give this traditional gravy a mild, spicy flavor to be served anytime. Serve over warm biscuit, mashed potatoes, rice, pasta, or cornbread for that extra touch to any meal. I will not be microwaving this. I have some drop biscuits in the toaster oven. I'm just going to heat some up in a saucepan, and we'll put it together here at the table. I'll be sure to bring extra pepper. But yeah, anyway, this was $2.69 for a 15-ounce can. Looking at that list of ingredients, I kind of have my doubts. But we shall see. So this was, I always write the date that something expires on the top of the can. That way I can sort things easily through when in the pantry, because it's much easier for me to read this that I wrote on here with a Sharpie than to flip it over and read that. So just a little pro tip for you to help keep things organized in the pantry. So biscuits will be done. I'm going to go heat this up. Be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll give this stuff a try, and we'll give it a 3-word review. So see you in a bit. Well, I made some drop biscuits because this is supposed to be an easy breakfast, so I'm not going to roll out dough. Drop biscuits are just baking mix, milk, oil, stir, drop, bake, cut into pieces, put on a plate, and dot with butter. Here's our sausage gravy. It has a weird gloopy consistency to me. I don't know. Maybe just the fact that I'm a little bit prejudiced because it's coming out of a can. We shall see. The one thing I forgot to grab was a fork. There we go. Yeah. Thanks for watching, Dude Without a Fork. So anyway, there was a huge gravy ball in the middle of the can. It was about the size of a ping pong ball, and I'm like, well, what the heck is that? So not a ton of quality control there with regard to cooking the sausage, but we shall see. So this is half the can. So I think this is meant to be probably 2 servings, 2 quarter cup servings. It takes but a minute or two to heat up on the stove. It heats up really quickly. So it is fast, I will grant you that. And I expect this to be salty because sausage gravy should be salty. If it's not salty, you have done something wrong. So this is what it looks like. And well, let's just tuck in here. So I want to try a piece of this sausage first. I can't remember where the big one went. Maybe I left him in the pot. No, maybe this one. Well, he broke up anyway. Oh, there it is. Here's a couple of bigger chunks. So we'll see what we think of just the sausage with as little of the gravy on there as possible. It has a weird artificial gravy appearance to me, but I can't really tell because I think I'm being prejudiced again because it's coming out of a can. So that is unlike any breakfast sausage I've ever tasted. I can't say that it's good. I can't really say that it's bad. It's just different. It's different than what I'm used to. Um, it's like when you were a little kid and you went to a friend's house and had a sleepover, and their parents are like, "Oh, we're gonna have pancakes for breakfast," and then they make pancakes some completely different way, and you're like, "Well, this is different." So here's just the gravy part. Um, Now I'm picking up a little hint of sage there. It's not bad. Um, it's not. It's not what I'm used to. Um, there's a weird tanginess to it. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Mm. Okay, it's weird. I'm tasting sage, but I'm not tasting it in the sausage. I mean, here's little bits of sausage. I wish I could find that big bit. I guess it. Oh, there it is, right there. So here's this big bit of sausage, and of course, sausage gravy is supposed to look messy like this on the plate. It's not an attractive dish. We got to work on the presentation. But anyway, yeah, the sausage is incredibly mild. Um, I'm a little surprised there isn't. It's very tender. I'm a little surprised there isn't like TVP or something in there. Maybe a drink of water. Oh, um, yeah. Here's the whole bit: gravy, sausage, biscuit. Mm, you know, it's all right. I'm not excited about it. Would I buy this again? Probably not. Would it be something I'd be willing to take on a camping trip? Sure. Um, you know what? Let's try something. The flavor's not bad. There's just not a lot. Oh, well, hey, I had pepper in the top of this. Well, there you go. Well, we'll just get this little bit over here without so much pepper. Um, yeah, I forgot I put a pot roast in the Instant Pot this morning, and I ground some extra black pepper and forgot all about that it was in there. So I'll just grab a little bit from there. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. I overbaked the biscuits on the bottom a little bit, but anyway. Yeah, even a lot of pepper. I'm just going to go for this bit here. We'll see what it makes, if it makes a difference. Hmm. It's so mild. Um, wow. Okay, that bit was interesting. It takes a lot of pepper to make it interesting. Um, it's all right. I mean, I would take this like on a camping trip. You know, just heat it up over the stove and make some biscuit. There's a way to make biscuits when you're camping. You can get little camping ovens, but mm, mm, mm. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And to be honest with you, it doesn't even taste salty, which kind of surprises me. And maybe that's the issue. So 3-word review is very fast. You just heat it up fast. Um, it's very bland, um, and it's easy to make. You just heat it up and put over biscuits. That's about the best thing I can say about it. It's not offensive. It's not offensive. It's just I wish there were more flavor there than there is. But I have certainly had worse things come out of a can. So there you are. It's fast. It's easy. It's bland.
And that's it, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Links to free printable copies of any recipes here are down below in the show notes. Please like, comment, or if you'd like to see more of this kind of material, subscribe. As always, please stay safe, eat great food, and power to the proletariat. We'll see you next time.